In the quiet suburban community of Amityville, nestled on the south shore of Long Island, New York, a house stood at 112 Ocean Avenue. To the casual observer, it was just another stately colonial home with its white clapboard siding and distinctive quarter-moon windows peering out from the attic. But behind its picturesque facade, a chilling tale of terror was waiting to be told, a story that would become one of the most infamous hauntings in American history, the Amityville Horror. It began in the early morning hours of November 13, 1974. In the darkness, a series of gunshots shattered the silence, echoing through the house and into the quiet streets. Ronald DeFeo Jr., the eldest son of the DeFeo family, had methodically moved from room to room, taking the lives of his parents and 4 siblings as they slept. The tragedy sent shockwaves through the community, and the house at 112 Ocean Avenue became a symbol of unspeakable horror. Just over a year later, in December 1975, the house would welcome new occupants. George and Kathy Lutz, along with Kathy's 3 children from a previous marriage, were drawn to the property's charm and spaciousness. Despite knowing the home's dark history, the Lutzes moved in, hoping to start a new chapter in their lives. They could not have anticipated the ordeal that awaited them. From the very first day, the Lutz family sensed that something was amiss. An oppressive chill seemed to hang in the air, even as the winter sun streamed through the windows. Strange odors, sometimes sickly sweet, other times reminiscent of decay, would drift through the rooms without explanation. Doors would slam shut on their own, and windows would inexplicably stick or refuse to close. George Lutz, once a robust and energetic man, began to change. He grew withdrawn and irritable, plagued by a constant feeling of coldness that no amount of heat could dispel. He would wake at precisely 3:15 every morning, the same time the DeFeo murders had occurred, compelled by a force he could not understand. Night after night, he would wander through the house, searching for the source of his unease. Kathy, too, was not spared. She would awaken from nightmares, her body covered in bruises, with no memory of how she'd gotten them. On one occasion, she claimed to have been physically embraced by an unseen presence, the sensation lingering long after she awoke. The children began to behave strangely, their personalities shifting, their laughter replaced by whispers and furtive glances. The family's dog, Harry, would cower in corners, barking at empty hallways and refusing to enter certain rooms. The Lutzes would later recall the night they found Harry outside, nearly strangled by his own leash, as if something had tried to pull him over the backyard fence. As the days passed, the phenomena escalated. Green, gelatinous slime oozed from the walls and keyholes. Swarms of flies appeared out of season, clustering around the upstairs windows. A mysterious, red-eyed, pig-like creature was seen peering through the windows, its gaze filled with malice. The priest who came to bless the house was driven away by a disembodied voice commanding him to get out. He later fell ill, plagued by blisters and a fever that would not break. The Lutzes reached out to friends, family, and even paranormal investigators, desperate for answers. But the house seemed to resist all attempts at intervention. One night, as a violent storm raged outside, the family huddled together, convinced that the house was alive, feeding on their fear. Doors banged open and shut, unseen footsteps echoed through the halls, and the temperature plummeted. George felt himself drawn to the boathouse, compelled by an urge he could not resist. At the water's edge, he saw a shadowy figure vanish into the darkness. After just 28 days, the Lutzes fled the house, leaving behind their belongings and the life they had tried to build. They would never return. In the years that followed, the story of the Amityville Horror captured the public's imagination. Journalists, authors, and filmmakers descended upon the house, each trying to uncover the truth behind the haunting. Some claimed the events were a hoax, a fabrication fueled by financial desperation or a need for attention. Others pointed to the DeFeo murders and the house's tragic history as evidence of a lingering evil. Investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned for their work with the paranormal, visited the house and declared it to be one of the most malevolent places they had ever encountered. Photographs taken during their investigation revealed unexplained shadows and ghostly faces lurking in the background. Skeptics argued that the Lutz's experiences could be explained by natural phenomena, drafts, faulty wiring, or the psychological effects of living in a house with such a notorious past. But the Lutz family remained steadfast in their account, insisting that the horrors they endured were real. The Amityville Horror became a cultural phenomenon, spawning books, documentaries, and films. The house itself changed hands several times, its address altered in an attempt to discourage curiosity seekers. Yet the legend persisted, drawing the curious and the brave to its doorstep. To this day, the story of the Amityville Horror endures, a chilling reminder of the thin line between reality and the unknown. Whether the events were the product of supernatural forces, psychological distress, or something else entirely, the house at 112 Ocean Avenue remains an enduring symbol of fear, fascination, and the mysteries that dwell in the shadows. In the end, the true horror of Amityville may not lie in the flickering lights, the phantom footsteps, or the ghostly apparitions, but in the way a place can become haunted by the memories of its past, a dark echo that lingers long after the last scream has faded away.